Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is Ammaar Bin Saleem. Welcome to another episode of BIC Podcast. Thank you so much for your engagement on our socials. It's one of those things that actually encourages us to keep bringing these conversations to you. Today again is a very special podcast in the sense that we have been joined by one of our own, Miss Saadia Yaqub, who has been serving the Beaconhouse group for almost over a decade now. I'd say as you were telling me, you were working in Multan. Now you have joined us in Lahore. You've been working at the Defence Campus, and we're very grateful to have you. I hope that हम आज के इस podcast से will be able to talk about some of the career options, some of the further future education options that are available to A-level students, but also at the same time what we can do at Beaconhouse International College for them. So thank you very much, Ms. Saadia, for taking time out for us.
Thank you so much, Ammaar. It is truly a pleasure meeting you, and thank you very much for having me here.
My first question to you would be about you. So, who is Ms. Saadia? What was your career journey like? What was your education like? Please walk us through a bit of that as well.
So, let me start by telling you a little bit about myself. I'm basically a Lahori, very much a Lahori.
So there are two Lahoris here at least.
Okay, yeah, two of us, yes. And my initial education is from Convent of Jesus Mary.
Right.
Yeah, my schooling was from here, and then I went to Connect College.
Right.
Did my college from here. Then I got married, went to Multan. Right. And in Multan, I thoroughly enjoyed my married life there for good 22 years, raised by two boys.
Right.
And had an extremely happening kind of, social life there. I was very fortunate that at one point of time I joined the SOS village. A friend of mine was very, actively opening that. She was becoming a part of the SOS village, and then we got an opportunity to become a part of that.
It was the first one in Multan?
It was the first one in Multan, and
okay.
At that point she became a very integral part of it, and then we as a team joined her. And then for the next 17 years we were very, very actively a part of it. So I joined SOS, Friends of SOS, as the chairperson of SOS, Friends of SOS, and then I was on the board of the SOS village, and then I was also on the board of the SOS Herman Minor School as well for 17 years. So twice a week, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would be there and be involved in all the work of the SOS village. Then suddenly one day I got a call from a friend of mine who was heading Beaconhouse at that time, that they wanted an A-level head at the Beaconhouse, and then I got interviewed by the RD at that time and got inducted as the A-level head.
Right.
For
and that was your first job.
And that was my first job. So my career path is
a big surprise for anyone. Generally you see people who assume these positions are the ones who have a lot of prior experience in education or teaching or so. So, इस तरह से कम देखा है मैंने कि somebody whose first job is this, they are the A-levels head.
But if you look at my years with the SOS, more or less I was kind of doing the same things, but not as a job.
So that experience helped you get this one.
Actually helped me do the things here. But obviously, Beaconhouse is a very organized kind of a
keeps you on your
system.
toes.
Yes, absolutely. But a lot of learning, and it's been a wonderful experience, and you learn a lot. And वो कहते हैं ना जब आप पूल के अंदर डाइव कर जाते हो तो then you tend to learn a lot, and then some wonderful learning years, and now it's been 13 years getting the A-level. And
so how do you compare the culture in Multan, the students in Multan, and the students that you see in Lahore? Is there a difference, or is there not any difference that you've noticed?
The thing is that what I felt was that I was from Lahore, and when I went there, I thought the difference that I made there was that I brought that cultural difference to the people of Multan and the students of Multan.
So you were the change that they were looking for.
Probably. I should be saying that. I think there were some wonderful people already there. But I kind of brought that change to the culture of the school.
Right.
Which the kind of the environment that was provided there was very, very beneficial for the students.
Right.
The students there were very focused. There were some wonderful students there.
Right.
Very focused in their studies. I was very fortunate to have been working with an extremely talented faculty that was there.
Right.
Very focused faculty, some brilliant people who were dedicated towards the school and we made a great team. Beaconhouse Multan was always on top where academics were concerned, and extracurricular activities were conducted in a very nice manner always. So it was a fabulous team that I had the advantage of working with. So school students were always a priority, and there was a lot of ownership actually in that campus. So
the ownership is something that you see at every Beaconhouse school. You'd see that. This is something that we also appreciate about the whole Beaconhouse crew.
Absolutely.
The teachers that are inducted here, the administration that is there, everybody owns Beaconhouse. I think one of the reasons that Beaconhouse, mashallah, has become such a huge success across the globe. It's not just Pakistan anymore.
I think that's the thing behind the success, basically.
Yeah.
If you don't have ownership, then nothing works, basically.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's something that generally should be there in a team. Yeah.
And so now that we're talking about A-levels today, because you're leading A-levels, how crucial of a stage do you think A-levels is in someone's life?
Absolutely, the most two crucial years of a child's life. These are the two making years of any child's life. That's what I tell every parent who enters my office after doing their O-levels. Generally, the parents who are coming to us, this is the eldest child that they're coming with. So they also don't have any idea as such about the career paths or the subject selections or what they should be doing about their kids, at this stage. So what we tell them is then, give them the choices. And one thing that I always tell them is they have to go with experienced teams, A-level these days.
You can't risk it.
The way BCP has evolved, because I've been with the A-level programs for the past, about 12, 13 years now. The way BCP has evolved as an A-level program now, it's very structured. So nobody should experiment with new systems coming up and leaving their kids for these 2 years in very new hands. So that's what I tell them, that you have to be with experienced teams. And there are three parts to an A-level program. There are the academics, obviously. Then there's the campus life, which has the clubs and the societies and the profile building of a child. And then there's the university placement.
Exactly.
So every part is important.
Absolutely.
So that's how we make it.
Because A-levels, it's so strategically placed. You're done with your O-levels. And after these 2 years, you'll be entering into a university program.
Absolutely.
Whatever you do in that university program, 4-year or 3-year program, is going to have a lifelong impact on your life.
Lifelong impact.
मतलब इसके बाद तो change की possibility बहुत कम हो जाती है ना.
Exactly.
तो वो आपने अभी
That's what they have to work
करना.
on. Absolutely. So these two are the making years of
These
a
two are
child's
the making
life.
years. So have you noticed, like, so you have been working in the same capacity in different campuses for over a decade, mashallah. So have you noticed a bit of a shift in what career choices were available to students back then? And we're just talking about the career choices right now. जो कि A-levels के बाद कोई भी degree program करते थे, उसके बाद कोई career किया back then, like 10 years back, and now. Have you noticed the change now?
There is a great shift. Because if you talk about 10 years back, there were only two fields that everybody was basically thinking about, medicine and engineering. Now, if you look at the fields that the kids are talking about, there are so many other fields that you look at. For example, law is one field that so many children are taking up now.
Absolutely.
You look at, there's so much emphasis on mental health these days. So many of the, the students, they themselves are wanting to go towards psychology and, becoming, psychologists or psychiatrists or whatever. Trying to take up those fields themselves.
Mental health professionals, we can call them.
Mental health professionals, as you call them. Then AI is something that they're looking at.
Taking everybody by surprise, by the way.
Absolutely. Computer science has taken over. And if you ask me, medicine has kind of, that emphasis is kind of lessened a little.
Right.
Business studies is another field which is going to be popular always, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I
Especially
think
in an
everybody
economy
wants
like
to be a
Pakistan.
businessman.
Oh yeah,
So
it's so
that way-
fascinating. At least
Yes.
it looks fascinating. The people who
of
come
course.
to me, they say they want a career in marketing. I tell them, yeah, for sure, go for it.
Go
but,
for
but,
it.
but do understand that it's not a very fancy job. Although it might look like one from the outside,
Absolutely.
but you do need to have a roll your sleeves up attitude and get into things
Get
and go
into
to
things.
the
Try new
Try
things
new
and
things, yeah.
experiment and you have got to be doing that. But
Absolutely.
there's so many career choices.
Hmm.
I would say travel and tourism is something that needs to be explored.
It has
these
evolved
days.
into a huge business.
At BDC, BCP Defense, we have introduced travel and tourism, and so many children are taking that up.
So have you introduced that as a course or what?
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
right.
it's an A-level course, and we have introduced
Right,
that.
so it's an A-level subject.
It's an A-level subject, and we've introduced that, and so many children are opting for it.
I'm understanding that Pakistan has a huge potential for it.
Pakistan has a
If
huge
somebody wants to
potential.
stay in Pakistan, they have huge
Of
potential
course,
for
they
it.
have a huge potential for it. Of
So
course.
yeah, I also feel the same, that the career choices are much wide
much
today.
wide, much wide.
Yes. So
Yes.
you can pursue something in artificial intelligence, you could go for a BBA, you could go for a career in
Absolutely.
media, medicine and engineering are
Law,
always there.
psychology,
You could
so
become
many
a
other
lawyer.
fields. Absolutely.
And there are some associated fields as well. So yeah, we've answered that for sure. But when we talk about the university options available to A-level students, so what do you think? How many students would want to pursue a career? Would want to pursue a future further education 4-year or 3-year program outside Pakistan as compared to the ones inside? Who would want to pursue something inside Pakistan?
If you ask me, given an option, who wouldn't like to go abroad? To be very honest. Oh, that's an option if you give an 18-year-old. Everybody would
I
like
think everybody
to offer.
wants to
Yes,
go out to
because
Pakistan.
we have such amazing access centers here and with such amazing career advisors working that we try our best to encourage each and every student to at least apply abroad or apply to foreign courses and everything.
Right.
At least we encourage.
And what would be some of the
students.
best destinations or some of the more popular ones?
I think UK is
UK.
a good destination. America is a very popular destination. Australia, Canada
Right.
is really popular. These days, Turkey is becoming
Seriously?
a very,
Wow.
very popular destination. I think Turkish universities are becoming really popular. Then there are some universities, some Australian universities,
Right.
which have campuses in Malaysia. Are becoming popular as well.
Yeah, that's also happening now.
Like Monash and
G,
some
G,
other
G,
universities, they have
per.
their campuses in
Some of these US universities have their campuses in Dubai and all.
in Dubai
Carnegie
as well.
Mellon and all.
GG, like NYU,
NYU
in
has a campus
Abu
there,
Dhabi
per.
and all, they are becoming popular. So all these, we make them, these students apply to these universities. But talking about, when we talk about that then there are finances involved
Absolutely,
as well.
absolutely.
When you look at that, but then we have to look at the
Current economic situation
current
as well.
economic situation
Yeah.
as well.
The dollar, the exchange rate has
Exchange rate is a
deteriorated.
big problem. And then
So how do parents take it now? Look, so again, I'm gonna ask you to go flash back to 10 years and tell me what the parents' reaction used to be, because तब तो dollar की prices काफी कम थी.
comparatively.
और आज if you present the same option
Yeah.
to a student that you should go and study at a foreign university, how do the parents perceive it now?
I would say 10 years back, the percentage of students going abroad was much higher
Right.
as compared to actual number of students going now.
Okay.
I'm not saying students are not going now,
जी.
but they would be definitely looking
At
at their
growth.
financial status.
Absolutely.
Because we have student placements in universities like Stanford and UPenn, but the parents are looking at
The
how to
finances,
manage the
yeah.
finances kind of.
Whether it's one thing, it's very prestigious to have secured an admission
Yes,
at a
of
university
course,
like
but
UPenn
then
or
the parents
Stanford.
cannot afford to send their kids. It happens like that.
It happens, of
It
course.
happens. So when we have external degree programs and universities like BIC
Yeah, absolutely.
offering
Absolutely.
some amazing university programs at a much lower cost,
Yeah.
I think it's a wonderful, wonderful option.
That's what we say.
And we tell our students that this is a great option. You are being offered such amazing courses at a much lower cost, and then you also have that option that you can save a bit of a money in the first year by living at your own house.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
And then maybe in the second year or the third year, or after the second year, for the third year, go abroad.
Absolutely.
And avail the course there. So there's so many lovely options.
This is something that we encourage as well. So first off, if you pursue a program at Beaconhouse International College, first off, you're partnered with some of the best universities in the world. We could include University of London, Liverpool John Moores University.
Yeah.
Then we have recently onboarded 2 additional universities. So if somebody comes to our campus, inshallah, we'll talk more about it. And with some of these universities, we do have that option that if you want to go and pursue a degree program at their original campus, you can do that in the second or the third year. So not only will you be completing your degree program at a fraction of the cost that you would have paid if you had gone for the entire length of the program over there. You're saving a lot of money, but you're also graduating with a globally recognized degree. And that is an open passport for anyone who pursues that.
I can actually quote you an example. There was a parent from Multan who had their 2 elder kids study from UK. They sent the kids there.
Right.
The younger one they sent to BIC. And I was so pleasantly surprised that I'd come for the graduation ceremony here last year.
Right.
And she was graduating from here.
And
she met me here with honors. She had graduated, and I was so excited to see her here.
Yeah.
And they had sent her here, and then she had graduated and was going for her masters abroad. And they were extremely happy that they had put her here, and that she had had a wonderful experience and had graduated with honors. What else would they need?
I'm so glad to hear that. So offering an international degree is one thing, but maintaining the campus life, and you would know better as well because you have a campus to run. But again, we're trying to achieve the same things. We have 10 student-run societies and clubs here.
Yes.
We do make sure that our students are participating at local international competitions everywhere.
Everywhere,
we try and ensure that our campus the life is vibrant, it's very active, it's very happening, and students take ownership of whatever is happening.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
So I'm so
many of our students from BCP Defence joined BIC last year as well.
The next time you'll be here, we're going to make one of those students interview you.
Absolutely. That would be wonderful. That would be really nice.
So on the whole, we see that today there are influencers, of course, local and international, who propagate that you don't necessarily have to go for a degree program. Vocation-based learning is more useful. I have my own opinions that I would like to learn yours.
Where A-level is concerned, I think in Pakistan that thing is not that much prevalent. Now,
vocation-based learning.
Like they do look at the degrees now, where A-level is concerned, but that thing is creeping in, kind of a thing, because students now want to do hands-on kind of things. For example, when we offer them internships or whatever, they are looking at hands-on kinds of
stuff as well.
Yes, stuff as well. They are not looking at kind of social work.
Not everything has to be theoretical.
Whatever theoretical, they are looking at hands-on kinds of jobs, and some of them even have their kind of online businesses running and stuff.
E-commerce and all.
They do that. Some of the A-level kids are already doing that. So eventually it might happen. I won't be surprised that after 5-6 years they would be doing that.
But in addition to their degree program.
But at the moment I don't think it's a very popular kind of a thing.
I think this is also where we come in. At BIC, we have a remarkable. We say that we have a laser focus on industry readiness.
Okay.
So if you're enrolled in a degree program, of course you're meeting the requirement, the completion requirements of the partner.
Yeah.
But at the same time, through our employability placements and career advancement department, we ensure that industry specialists, industry leaders come to BIC, they interact with the students are taken to the industry. So the gap between academia and industry could be bridged. I think
that's an ideal way of doing it actually. Because the thing is that hands-on experience.
Hands-on experience, And we were so glad. Yesterday we had a meeting yesterday with all the heads and everyone, and somebody was telling me that eight of our students are pursuing their internships at DevZing. And DevZing is Pakistan's fastest growing IT services company.
Amazing.
So and we are becoming partners with some of the best names. We're partners with Toyota, we're partners with DevZing, we are partners with Mitsubishi as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
And our students are exploring opportunities everywhere. So that's also something that we we kind of guarantee that we are gonna have you placed for an internship or anything once you join us. So that is also there. But yeah.
Actually, we also initiated an internship with one of the companies.
Right.
Who's going to do this internship with our students, where they're going to be learning these the games that they do.
Right.
They're going to teach them how to make those games and all.
Okay.
About the gaming and all.
The development that goes
game
into
development.
Right.
Yeah. So that's what they're going to be doing, and the maximum enrollment is in that.
In that course.
in that internship. So that's what they want to do actually.
Yeah.
Actually, they want to be a part of that.
And they have to understand how the business works.
Yes. And I think it'll be a great learning experience for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
agreed.
at this stage.
At this stage especially.
Exactly.
वो सोचते थे ना हम कि यार हम A levels वाले टाइम पे हम कहते होते थे कि यार काश हमने ये O levels में कर
लिया होता. That kind of a thing. जी बिल्कुल. Absolutely.
So I think that still continues. So what do you think? What are some of the most essential skills that students today need to be developing? Or you would say that institutes like us should be focusing on fostering instilling in the students basically to thrive better in today's world.
I would say interpersonal skills is something that they need to be taught, which we do throughout these years that they are with us.
Yeah.
Because they need to learn how they have to interact with the people.
Yeah.
Then they have to have that open-mindedness, which is so very important.
Absolutely.
Well, because when they are
essentially,
because when they go out, they have to have that mindset where they interact with all kinds of cultures and meeting different people. Then I think international mindedness is something that they should be taught at this stage. उनको different activities में involve करके, there should be different seminars that they should be involved in. Doing different activities. Then flexibility, adaptability.
Oh,
they need to have these things. These are very, very important aspects that need to be taught at this stage.
Yeah.
और ये सब चीजें उनको आती हैं with the college life that they go through. The campus life is very important.
Absolutely.
And then you have to have a connection with these students of yours. You have to teach them, through these activities and different things that they manage on campus and all these events and different kind of interactions that they have with different people. Dynamic speaker series is one thing that needs to be encouraged. वही जो आप कह रहे थे कि different kinds of
industry leaders come in,
speakers coming in. The interaction of those speakers with these students is very important. Every session is a learning kind of session for them.
Absolutely. जिस तरह से आपने बोला कि like international mindedness, not many people would hold that in same respect because but yeah, that's important today where
I think for A-level students that's something very
even for the university students.
Even for the university students,
they have to have a frame of mind whenever they're thinking about something. That is, what would the international impact of something would be right. So that's what we say to people. So what are you contributing sitting in Pakistan? What are you contributing to the global world? What is it that we are producing the world needs? Because if the world doesn't need something, why are they going to come to us? They're going to go to our competing countries. So open-mindedness, international mindedness, flexibility, adaptability. The economic situations are changing so fast. You have to be adaptable to new challenges coming up every day.
Understand when a child goes abroad or whatever, what he faces there, it's a totally different ball game because day-to-day living is totally different. But if he's equipped with all these things, he would be, in a better position to deal with what all is going on. He will be in a better frame of mind.
Absolutely.
To be dealing with all those things.
बिल्कुल.
If he goes with a closed mind, then it will be really, really difficult for him.
हाँ, वो जैसे हमने सुना हुआ है ना कि so कि अगर कोई पाकिस्तानी गया and if they're interacting with the same people, तो वो फिर यही रहता है कि आपका जो group है, your connections are limited, you're confined
to a certain
exactly
group.
And to those thoughts as well.
Absolutely.
तो वो फिर आपको
So no growth.
ग्रो करना उससे ज्यादा नहीं कर
So
सकते
no
आप.
growth.
वो कहते हैं ना कि your IQ is the average of the 5 people you interact the most with.
Absolutely.
So it's important to have multiple
Different
people,
different
kind of
kind
people.
of people around you.
And not
Yes.
only kind, but also people from different people who have different nationalities, because they bring in their
There
experiences.
is experience.
I think this is one of the things that we say about Harvard's MBA, that they have their
multicultural
classrooms are
kind of an
multicultural.
environment. Yes.
Exactly.
Multicultural.
That adds to the richness of the conversations over there, because at the end of the day, I believe the content remains pretty much the same. So whatever's being taught at Harvard, our local universities would more or less be teaching the same thing.
Yeah.
It's the experiences, it's the classroom experience that
which
changes
different
it.
people share, bringing it from their own cultures.
Exactly.
That's what the mix अच्छा हो जाता है ना.
उसका mix अच्छा हो जाता है.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much, Ms. Saadia. It was such a wonderful
pleasure.
conversation. हमें पता है हमने आपको work day में जो है अपने ऑफिस से बाहर निकाल, I can understand how difficult must that have been. We're very grateful for this conversation that you came for, and I hope that your students and students across Pakistan will understand the significance of developing all these skills to have a better life, and not only professional life but personal life.
Personal life as well. Absolutely.
Right.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much, Ammaar.
Thank you. And thank you to you guys as well for joining us. If you're interested in any of the programs that we're offering at Beaconhouse International College with our international partners, including Liverpool John Moores University, University of London, Pearson, NC UK, and some of the additional universities that we are in the process of onboarding, please make sure you're visiting our website www.pic.edu.bk. We look forward to seeing you at BIC. Take care.